Hello and welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Rise of the Argonauts. My name is Zathos, and in the last episode we avenged our dear wife Alcime, who was killed just recently after her wedding. Yay. Now, you see all these statues, and the basic gist of these is these are your patron gods. They will be with you throughout your entire journey and grant you access to powers. This guy here in red is Ares, the god of war. This here in green is Hermes, the messenger of the gods. In yellowish is Apollo, the sun god, and here in blue is Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Yes, I just did that all by memory. I'm a pretty big nerd. And in front of them we have Alcime. You can actually interact with her.
I won't let you go. I will find a way. Alcime.
That's it. Before we head on out of here, I want to show you what you can do with these patron gods. So if you press pause and go to aspects, yes, we see here that we have all the gods again, and we can select them. Because I always go for Apollo first, let's just choose him. Yes, I'm explaining that right now. Shut up! So, here on the bottom left we see deeds we've performed by killing a lot of soldiers and driving the Ionians from our palace, killing the assassin, and we can dedicate them to different gods. As far as I know, no, they don't like give more favor with different gods, so let's just go ahead and put everything we have right now into Apollo, which would give us an aspect point. And I am going to spend that on rallying presence, because Argonauts like to die in this game. Basically, Argonauts are your companions like Hercules. And we're gonna go ahead and go out of this place. Mausoleum.
Did I not do everything you asked of me? Why then? Here, of all places, on your sacred island, I do not accept it. If this is your will, I do not accept it.
That's Zeus, by the way. I think if you go back in here, he's also in here. Yeah, there he is again. And that's Hera. She doesn't have much of a role in this game. Yeah, just stand there, Hercules. Time to explain this. These are herns, which are basically little lore points across the entire game. You do get deeds for watching all of them, so I'm going to be doing that.
The Temple of Iolcus. Within stand the great statues of Zeus and Hera. Defend Iolcus and praise Zeus. These are the oaths of all who dwell here.
Well, he didn't do a pretty good job with it. So now we also know that we are on Iolcus, which is apparently favored by Zeus, and that's Dr. Hercules.
Jason, your uncle was looking for you. He wanted to know when you plan to give last rites to Alcime.
If I send her spirit to the underworld, I'll never get her back.
Get her back? How?
I don't know how. I don't have the answers yet, but there must be a way.
I wish I had the answers to give you. But perhaps I know someone who could. Someone whose business is answers. The Oracle at Delphi.
Delphi?
If anyone would know, it would be her.
Yes, the Oracle. Master Argos finishes a great ship as we speak. It will serve.
Delphi's not easily found, it's said. Does he know the way?
I don't know, but I aim to find out. Come, we'll ask him ourselves.
Oh, remember, your uncle is ahead in the courtyard. He wanted to speak with you. I told him I'd let you know.
Can I talk now? Thank you. We're not going to get to that anytime soon. But when you see people like these, like
And yet,
noble
the
women,
facts
they
are
usually
facts.
have something to talk about.
King Jason, how can I express my sorrow?
Thank you for your sympathy.
My cousin and I were surprised to learn of the friendship between Hercules and yourself. How did you meet?
Iolcus is a land sacred to Zeus, Hercules' father.
Jason has been kind enough to offer his hospitality as the Warden of Zeus when I've come to visit.
That's another thing. This Warden of Zeus. What does that title mean?
All kings of Iolcus who complete the 5 trials of Zeus assume that title. In doing so, we swear to defend this land and the honor of Zeus against all threats. In some ways, it's a ceremonial title that reflects the strong attachment between Zeus and Iolcus.
But what does the Warden do exactly?
So this is another feature of this game. In some conversations you have 4 options. If you hover over them, you can see that they have different symbols. And when you pick these options, you gain favor with the selected god. For this conversation you can choose all of them, but for some you only have a couple available, like for example only Ares and Hermes are available. But the way I usually do things is, first of all I choose every Apollo option until I get every single aspect I want. After that I get Hera, then Hermes, and then Ares, because Ares is the least useful in my opinion. For this one it doesn't matter, so I'm just going to go from top left to top right.
The Warden of Zeus is charged with defending the island of Iolcus. We take a sacred oath to never leave this land once we pass our trials, and to be ever vigilant against any threat. In return, each warden earns Zeus's protection. No warden has ever fallen in battle on Iolcan soil.
Fascinating. What else?
One of the warden's most important duties is to perform a number of ceremonies in honor of Zeus. For example, the warden performs the first sacrifice of the harvest season each year. As the god of hospitality, Zeus demands that we also care for any traveler who arrives on Iolcus. The warden personally sees to the safety and well-being of those travelers.
Your hospitality is second to none. Are there other duties?
The warden is responsible for ensuring that the people of Iolcus receive justice. I often hear the cases of the people and offer judgment and arbitration. Another duty is to enforce the law and punish those who break it.
A truly noble calling. Is there more?
Most of a warden's time is spent training and preparing for situations we hope never arise. When a warden has a son, he turns to his boy's training, preparing him for the trials he is to face. That training is the basis for a lifetime of dedicated practice and devotion.
Such dedication. Is there anything else?
I'm sorry. I have some urgent matters to attend to. Perhaps we can speak of my duties some other time.
Oh, I see. Of course.
Now if you go back to aspect and choose for example Ares, you will see in the ring that we have a little bit of favor with him. Same with every god. Apollo already had some, but that's basically how it works. I don't think there's an easier way to get
You'd
to
have
aspect,
King
sadly,
Lycomedes
but
ask Jason for his daughter back?
shut up.
There you are, Jason. It's good to see you out of that mausoleum. It isn't healthy to linger over the dead, nephew. Iolcus needs its king. Captain Idas has finished his investigation. Petitions await, and we must set a date to give last rites to Alcime.
There will be no date for that.
What? Jason, I am your uncle and I care for you. The will of the gods may be a mystery to us all, but to deny Alcime her last rites is unnatural.
Until I'm certain there's no way to bring her back, I will not do it.
Bring her back? Alcime is dead. You seek the impossible.
Nothing is impossible, really. I'm gonna turn to Shia LaBeouf.
Our legends speak of heroes who have done wondrous things. Things that would have been deemed impossible until they were done. And of those deeds, the greatest were done for love. I'm going to Delphi, Uncle. I'll find my answers there.
This is the despair of grief. You're not thinking clearly. Alcime would not approve.
Pelias, you've always given me good counsel, so I'll say this once and I'll say it plainly. My mind is set to this. Either lend your wisdom to help me, or stay out of my way.
I understand your ardor, Jason, but have you thought this through? Delphi is not found on any map. Find 100 charts, and each will point a different way.
I would trust Argos' charts above any other. Hercules and I will go ask him ourselves.
Very well. I know better than to argue with you when your mind is set. I will consult our records about the location of Delphi, in case Master Argos doesn't know the way.
Thank you, Uncle.
Delphi, I pray you find the answers you seek, nephew. I will go to the royal court and maintain some semblance of order there.
It's unheard of. Attacking Iolcus?
Shut up! Anyways, Pelias sounds very trustworthy, doesn't he? We're going to go talk to this guy first.
Zeus protect you.
And you, Photios.
I have a message from Master Argos, sir. He says your ship is nearly finished. He awaits your inspection aboard the ship itself.
Thank you. Was there anything else? You seem troubled today.
It's Thano, sir. My closest friend, and a good servant to you. He was killed in the attack. What's more, he died in my arms, and gave to me his final words, meant for his wife, Agatha. It isn't an easy message to bear, sir, and I've yet to find the resolve to do it.
Thano fell beneath my roof. I'll deliver his final words.
I don't envy you the task. What he told me, as he lay dying, was that he always loved Agatha, even though he was not always faithful. He hoped she would remember him as a good man, if not a perfect one, and find it in her heart to forgive him. You see, not the easiest matter to address.
It is delicate. I'll give this message to Agatha.
We're not gonna get there soon. Talk to these guys and then we're
It's
gonna go back
unheard
into the
of.
training room.
Attacking
Shut up.
Iolcus?
King Jason, my family and I grieve for your loss.
I thank you.
Some of the other guests and I were discussing the reaction of Mycenae to this tragedy. Do you think Mycenae will seek revenge for the loss of their princess?
Mycenae and Iolcus have long been allies. This tragedy is one we share.
You're right, of course. And yet, King Lycomedes is not known for his understanding. I'm curious, King Jason. Why was Alcime's father not present at the wedding?
He was occupied, mediating a treaty between neighboring islands. As king of Mycenae and a priest of Ares himself, his presence is enough to ensure peace between rivals.
I see. May Hera bless you.
Thanks, guys. Let's go into
But
the
then
training
why
room.
kill the princess on her wedding night?
We're gonna talk to Playtime first.
Hail, Warden!
Lieutenant Platon, Midas says you fought like a lion during the attack. Well done.
6 Ionians felt the kiss of my mace. Praise Ares.
I didn't know you were a follower of Ares.
Aye, sir. Most of the guard choose Zeus as their patron. But I'm an Ares man, like my father before me. I find his blessings are best suited for this type of work.
Ares is the lord of battle and courage. But what of the patrols and regulations of a guard's life?
I'm not fond of them either, but there's more glory to be had here than on the farm. That was the choice I had, and it was an easy one to make. Besides battle and courage, Ares also rules over manliness, instinct, and virility. And those are traits that help a man in all walks of life, if you get my meaning.
And do you bring Ares' virtues to the guard?
I do. And to be honest, I think the guard would benefit if more men did as well. The followers of Ares believe that a warrior who thinks long lives short. Cowardice and shirking comes from thinking too much. No, us Ares men believe in doing, not thinking. We speak plainly and act directly. That's the Ares way.
As you were, Lieutenant Platon.
So Ares men are basically warmongers, with no strategy at all. Various. I think we're going to train.
Hail, King Jason.
Lieutenant Avarius, how goes the training?
Lieutenants Myron and Platon are putting the new recruits through their paces. They're rough, but they'll learn.
Perhaps I could teach them a thing or two.
Would you? Listen up, you men. You've a rare honor today. King Jason himself is going to show you how a warrior fights. This is one of our newest recruits, King Jason. Breathe, boy. Can't have you passing out before you started.
Don't be nervous. Try your best.
So, just a little bit of distraction from all the talk in this episode. I am sorry, but it's just the way this game goes.
That's how you do it, men. Now you understand why he's the warden. Perhaps the king will show us how to fight against multiple opponents. King Jason?
Of course.
Right. You too.
Let's make it 3.
As you say, my king. You 3! Learn from the king.
Don't make it harder on me, dude. That's new. I didn't know I could do that. Come on. Now you. Boy, you're just gonna circle me. This incredible dance. Fighting boy! Get that shield out. How dare you?
I hope everyone's paying close attention. You all have a lot of work to do. Some of the men were asking about how to deal with a spearman. Perhaps you and Lieutenant Myron can demonstrate.
Lieutenant Myron, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
The spear offers reach and precision. Watch the king and learn, recruits. Watch how he reacts to my spear.
So the way they intend you to do this battle is, this game has a bit of a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. I think against a spear, the mace is best, but I usually just use whatever the hell I prefer. Which in this case is my sword. Ow! Stop doing that. Get out of here. Mace to destroy shields. Without shields, are basically dead. As you can see, that was relatively easy.
You honor us, King Jason.
Ida's taught me well, but it's up to all of you to train hard.
Another lesson? Against Lieutenant Platon and his mace, perhaps.
Lieutenant Platon, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
The mace is a weapon of deliberate power. You men keep an eye on how King Jason contends with it.
Not with a sword. Or I mean, not with a spear. His shield. Are you dead? Yeah, you are.
Well fought, King Jason. We can all learn much from you.
What do you say to one final lesson? My sword could use some practice.
Lieutenant Avarius, when you're ready.
The sword is quick and agile. Learn from the king and how he responds to my attacks.
Spear. Although swords can do like to dodge your attacks. So usually I just bash them in the follow up with a stab stab. Get out of here. There we go. A D, yay.
You're the best warrior on Iolcus, and you have been for some time. This has been an honor for us all, my king.
Hail, hail! Hail, hail! Hail, hail!
Continue your training. Remember, you fight for Iolcus, so honor her with your effort.
By the way, guys, no, it's not. There isn't hail out. It's just sunny. I will short myself out.
They are barbarians who worship the old.
You are a barbarian. Look, Alcime. You can interact with this.
No stone will ever capture your beauty.
I don't think these people have a patron god choice.
Warden, sir, forgive us. We were speaking of matters that do not concern us.
What happened here concerns us all. You need not apologize. When we have certain knowledge of what took place, it will not be kept secret from the people.
You are as kind as you are wise, sir.
No, that's what I thought.
That's not.
Let's talk to this guard, because we get another quest from it. Though they're not really quests.
Hail, sire.
Guard Pathrus, what troubles you?
Grief, my king, for your loss and for mine. My younger brother Timaeus was killed in the attack.
Timaeus was your brother? He leapt in front of me and took an assassin's arrow. He died in valor.
His ambition went beyond a noble death. Captain Idas had just promoted him to be the Guard's standard bearer. And now this. How can I face my father with such news?
Timaeus died for me. It's my responsibility to tell your father.
You do that for me? Speak to my father, Mnason, at his farm?
Yes, but there is something you must do. Guard Pathrus. See that the spear of the Yulkan standard bearer is sent to your father in honor of Timaeus' sacrifice.
Such an honor would no doubt ease his suffering. My thanks to you, King Jason.
There we go, now we have another quest. And this is actually where I'm going to end the episode because I have to go soon. Thank you all for watching. My name is Zeto, signing off.